make it. And so I'm saying that to say, man, I don't know why kids just want to go to Duke. I guess is to get that first money. Because if I was a player, I'd go to Kentucky. But that's a different topic.
A different topic. I could make the argument that a lot of Kentucky players don't make it.
This is true. But Zion last night, man, 8 of 11, 22, 17 in the fourth quarter, hit every one of his three-pointers. And how many minutes did it take him to do this? Oh, yeah, 18. 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Damn. There's people who don't score that many in their whole career in the NBA.
That is true. It's true.
This kid, I'm looking forward to it. My only concern is his weight. You know, it's his weight. It's that, you know, we talk about it all the time. Is his body going to be able to take the pressure and the pounding?
He's an Indy car out there, man. And there's a reason Indy cars blow up and your Chevrolet whatever on the street doesn't blow up. It's because it's running at however many 7,000 RPMs % of the time. And he's like a souped-up Indy car. Like, the weight and the force and what he does athletically, is there any way he stays healthy? I just don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, you look at it, his freshman year, he got injured twice.
Yep.
You know, and it affected the way the Duke team played, obviously going into the – and then, I mean, we all were anticipating him coming out. Then he got injured, and you just go, man, this is 2 and you're 3 for 3.
You know what this guy reminds me of, though? Quite honestly, we were talking a little earlier, is he reminds me of Blake Griffin, right?
Okay.
Like, he's just supremely athletic and super talented, but is that going to translate into wins? Is that going to translate into titles?
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to see.
No, and you know what? I think that was probably one. I don't know. I'm sure someone's probably had the comparison, and not to take anything away from you, but I've never heard that comparison.
Yeah.
And, you know, you look at it, you go like, well, damn. That is kind of because we all had Blake. Hell, he was the number 1 draft pick, wasn't he?
I can't remember.
Yeah,
but
I want to say that he was, and player of the year.
Yep.
You know, the year that he came out there.
Super highlight reel.
Yeah, and he was a super highlight reel, and he went over there to the Clippers, and it was just, oh my God, expectations.
Flying over cars.
Yeah, right.
You know, and all-star. God, crazy.
And then next thing you know, he's gone, and hell, the Clippers are better. What the hell? Say what? No,
right.
It's who saw it coming?
And he's had some injury problems as well.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
That kind of athletic force that you put on your body.
Yeah, and you know, now you look at Blake Griffin, and is he? I don't know if he's a low post threat because what is he, 6'8"?
Right.
Maybe 6'9", but he's not a low post, turn around, score in your face, post you up kind of player.
Right.
You know, all of his was based on that first step, getting over you, and working on his little ugly jump shot that he shoots.
Right.
But
just pure athleticism, being more athletic than you, and then when that starts to dissipate, where are you after that?
When you dissipate, where does it go? It just fire. Man, so it was big news yesterday, and I know we're going to really talk a lot about it, but I just can't get out of this first segment because it is water cooler talk, our barbershop shop, and the Raiders have finally made the announcement. We are officially the Las Vegas Raiders.
That is right.
Dog, that's insane.
How do you feel about that?
You know what? I don't think until I see how it works in the city. Coming from a town that has sports, it's like, oh, yeah, the Detroit Lions. You'll see a player out here. Oh, this player is at this event.
Right.
Because all we've had was the Vegas Golden Knights up to this point, and I don't think it didn't feel like we really had a team. I know we did have a team, but I didn't feel personally joined to the team. And I don't know what the reason is. Hell, I worked for the radio station that had broadcasted the team, but it just, and I don't know if it's just the way that it went about it or just so many people pushed all the chips in so fast. And now that I see people, that the team is not having the success that they had, people
tickets are going to get affordable real quick.
Yeah, real quick. I think
awesome.
I think this show right now, get on the glass. The three of us here. Let's show Cassandra how to work the damn board. We can go down there. Wait, they lost last night.
Yeah.
They lost last night.
Yep,
Jesus
again.
Christ.
To Boston.
Yeah.
Had a lead going in the third, blew it. I traded Marc-Andre Fleury off my fantasy hockey team last night.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Smart man.
I
look at those guys, and the Raiders aren't going to have a hard time.
So let me ask you this question.
What?
Do you think the Raiders will ever be as accepted in Vegas as the Golden Knights are?
Oh, God, yeah.
See, I disagree.
No, it's the nature of the beast of the NFL, man. It's crack.
Yeah,
you
but
know, the Vegas Knights are weed.
no, here's the difference. Here's the difference, okay?
Yeah.
So you're a Lions fan, right?
Right.
And you've got your team. And the Raiders aren't a new team that sprung out of nowhere. They're not an expansion team. They're just the Raiders that moved here.
Right.
So that's not enough to move your heart. But let's say you're a Red Wing team, right?
Yeah.
And the Vegas Golden Knights spring out of the desert, right? They're brand new expansion. You kind of can get some loyalty to them, a little bit.
Yeah.
No, you don't think?
No, I mean, and I know what you're saying. You know that the Vegas Knights are homegrown. It's it's a team that just came out of nothing, and everybody. I think the funniest post that I saw the first season was a good friend of mine. It was a picture of himself and I think Mike O'Brien. He's in his 50s, early 60s. His son and his grandson, and he said 3 generations of Vegas Golden Knights. And I go,
that's awesome.
Like, oh yeah, all of a sudden we got 3 generations of Vegas Knights. Like,
are you kidding?
Yeah, but that was just to push it. He's like, all right, you pushed in all the chips really fast, really fast. So, oh man, yeah. So so the takeaway, I think it's going to work. It's only 8 games a season, 8, 9, 10 games a season that we're going to be going to, and the people are going to eat it up. And like the Vegas Golden Knights, you can turn down tickets, and still make it up and not feel like you've lost anything. Like, hey, you know what? I missed something in November. I'm going to go in March. You can't do that in football. You miss one game, and your butt is cooked.
Yep.
And your butt is cooked. So, man, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get into our first guest. And, guys, I'm going to let you know, I didn't know that there was a Marijuana Hall of Fame. And I'm interested to find out how this thing works. And we have Mr. Vincent E. Normant joining the show. Vincent, are you there?
I'm going to call him back.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that was his phone. It's like, oh, he hung up. He's like, I got time.
Where'd he go?
Oh, he's in the Marijuana Hall of Fame. He may not have forgot he called us.
Limitless. Possibilities are limitless.
He may have forgot he called us and like, who's on the phone? Who's on the phone right now?
Yeah, I can't say in all my years that I anticipated speaking with the owner/founder of the Weed Hall of Fame.
Hello? Is this Vincent?
Oh, this is Theo. I'm his friend.
Oh, Theo.
I was going to call him.
Okay. Can you give him a phone call and give us a phone call back?
Hey, you're not doing your show now, are you?
We are live on radio right now as we speak, Theo. We are talking to you, and we are looking to talk to a man about marijuana.
Oh, I thought you just wanted to talk to him. I didn't know you were actually going to have him on tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
We'll have him on.
But you know what? Why don't we do this? Why don't you give him a phone call, and we'll give you a phone call back.
Oh, wait, he'll go on.
Okay.
Let me talk to him.
All right. Well, why don't we work that out, and then we'll give you a phone call back. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
That went smoothly.
Well, but as smooth as expected. As smooth as expected, old Theo there. The crazy part, but setting this up for that long. And it's like, no, why would I want to talk to him during the show?
The pieces are all falling together. The Marijuana Hall of Fame. You've got the mysterious Theo on the line. Who's the friend.
Yeah.
Well, what's Theo's role in this whole thing?
I have no idea.
Now I got to know what Theo's role in this whole operation is. Why he's answering another guy's phone.
Well, no, I don't think he's answering his phone. I think it was the 3-way. Whoa.
Hey,
what just happened there?
I was told stuff like that.
Phone call.
It's supposed to be family show.
It's supposed to be a family show? Okay. Yeah, we're streaming live. Yeah, family show. Boom, boom. So let's get back to talking about our Raiders and our Vegas Golden Knights. We look at this transition, and it's not really going to be a transition. People have been waiting to gobble. If you post anything about the Raiders right now, people will just go, oh, I want to be a part of it. I have a guy who's putting on the big event down at the Westgate.
Yeah.
And it's $150 a ticket. I go, who the hell? But he asked Tim Brown.
President of the Marijuana Hall of Fame.
Let's do that.
That sounds good.
Oh, and yeah, thank you so much for this.
No, that's so okay. Nice. Yeah, you know what? Things happen. Are you there?
Okay, I'll get him on right now.
Hello.
Oh.
Yes, sir. How you doing today?
Hey, Vincent, we're doing well on yourself.
I'm doing great. We just continue to move forward with putting together everything involving the Marijuana Hall of Fame.
Well, now, see, Vincent, you say that so nonchalantly, and I got to say that is an amazing thing that there is a Marijuana Hall of Fame. Please tell us how this came about.
Yes, sir. I'm from Chicago originally, and last year, kind of fast forward, I can go back a little bit. I was kind of riding down the street, I'm a CBD guy, play football and everything, and I substituted CBD oil for medication. And so had the honor of working with medical dispensaries and also just working in the field of cannabis. So one day I was just riding down the street and I just uttered out, put me in the Hall of Fame, the Marijuana Hall of Fame. And I called myself in that thought, and I said, man, wow, Marijuana Hall of Fame, that'd be nice to be in one day. And so I Google searched and looked, and there was no mention or no type of Marijuana Hall of Fame.
Vincent, can I ask you a question?
Record. Yes, sir.
Were you smoking a joint when you were thinking about this process?
I was indulging a little bit in flour, of course.
Okay. That's when we come up with our best ideas.
That's when we do come up with our best ideas, And so it was a moment, and I thought about it, and then I actually kind of put it on the back burner, and then I went, had an opportunity to come to Vegas, went to hanging out with some friends, and ended up going to the 24-hour drive-through in New World. And I said to myself, wow, there's a 24-hour McDonald's in cannabis. And that made me kind of go back and think about it. I contacted the people that originally had the domain name. Me and my attorney, we applied for a copyright on just what the Hall of Fame would be. Basically, I can tell the audience, I'll just tell you in general, the Marijuana Hall of Fame was going to be a place where cannabis consumers or people that participate in the plant, whether it's CBD, hemp, etc., could be enshrined for the work that they've done in the community and paving the way, deserve the recognition for the plant. And so that being said, that's the Marijuana Hall of Fame was born.
So how do you become an inductee? Is it the amount of blunts that you smoke, or how many arrest warrants that you avoid? What?
Well, to put matters, pretty much how you actually become an inductee. It's not just about potheads or smoking, weed or marijuana, as the street name is called. Yeah, by the way, there's so many different names, right? Mary Jane's, MJ.
Oh, yeah.
Weed.
Like 20 of them, 30 of them.
Grass.
Right. So, but I think the most common name would be marijuana that people can really relate to, because that's the true origin. That's the name. Cannabis is more of a quote unquote safe name to say. And so how you actually become a member or an inductee, wow, you have to put in some time. People like Wanda James, Steve DeBargo, people like Willie Nelson, Cheech and Chong, Prop 96. I'm actually naming people that are going to be inducted in the original 2020 class this year. The publication High Times, the founder, which is deceased right now, the founder of Normal. So that's kind of like when we should say a prerequisite of being inducted. And again, the first country, Uruguay, which is the first country that made it legal. So there's precedents. California is the first state to make it medically. They're going back to Prop 96. So when people say, I want to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, they got some work to do, right?
Oh, yeah, got some work to do. So, question: where's it located? What are the hours?
So this is the initial stages of it. So, in 2020, we did our research and development last year, going out to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, taking a tour out there, Canton, the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And actually, people don't even know there's a quarter horse Hall of Fame where, they induct the horses and the horses' owners, trainers, from the Kentucky Derby, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So being able to kind of understand how they've constructed and created the platform with their halls, we kind of learned a lot and kind of took bits and pieces from that. So to answer your question, the first 2 years would be online. It would be a virtual website where people can come in and become a member, learn the history of the cannabis plant, all the way up until 1937, when the U.S. decided to demonize the plant and then make it a Schedule I. Before then, it was almost 60% of medicine was going through cannabis, the marijuana plant. So we want to talk about the history as well. So we'll be online for the first 2 years, and we'll be looking at the third year to actually have a physical building. Our location will be in Vegas. I think it's the perfect spot for the hall. And so that's the journey that we're on right now. So this is going to be, we'll be announcing the first class in April, of course, around 4/20, and then looking to induct everybody in Vegas at a ceremony in November, December in Las Vegas.
That's awesome. Well, Vincent, man, we appreciate you being able to join us, and hopefully we can have you on the show further down the road when you get closer to getting that building up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me, and I appreciate just kind of reaching out to the audience. We have a social media presence that they can look up Marijuana Hall of Fame on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also marijuanahalloffame.com is the website. And, we're constructing it. So we're in, like I said, again, we're in this infant stages of growing it. And we want it's not my hall. I'm even though I came up with it, it belongs to the community. And, that's my message, that people who paved the way and just ordinary people can become a candidate, that really want to champion the plant and really help make it eventually legal federally throughout all the states, right? There's 33 medical right now, 12 county District of Columbia recreational, and Illinois just became the 11th state to make it legal recreational, and it's been really, really a very, very welcoming site for the residents in Illinois. So again, we just want to champion different states and help them become recreational as well, and move forward to hopefully one day we have it federally legal like Canada, and also our neighbors from the South, Mexico.
All right. Well, man, we appreciate it, and we look forward to talking to you again soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, bye. All right. Vincent Norman sounded like Vincent was partaking. Yeah.
It did.
And it's okay. I would almost be disappointed if I spoke to the president of the Marijuana Hall of Fame and he wasn't high.
He's not high all the time. You're not a president.
Yeah.
No.
What the hell's happening here? I'm going to start me a Hall of Fame.
Literally.
No, I am.
I'm just going to start a Hall of Fame. You know what we didn't ask him, and I should have, is who's on the panel to vote them in?
Well,
is he the lone panel member?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's where we're at right now.
I think the funnier part is that when he said candidate, I thought he was making a play on the words with cannabis. I was like, no, it's a real word, Michael. No. It's a real word, candidate.
Yeah, candidate.
Candidate. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. Catch our breaths, and when we come back, we're going to do a little Say What. Say What? The final countdown.
Yo, you tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio. This
This is your guy, Dre Bailey.
And your man, Goose Thomas.
Tune in to Let the Ball Bounce on Guerilla Cross Radio.
Every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Coast time.
And every Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
And your man, Goose Thomas.
And if you scared,
you better go to church.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Say what?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're back with a little Say What, guys. And this week's Say What, man, there's some big ones. Sharif O'Neal, that's right, the son of Shaquille and that little something Shawnee. His son, he's leaving UCLA and he's transferring out. No idea where he said he's going.
Who knows where?
But he's been there for a day and a half and one half sandwich. I don't understand. It's like, man.
What changed?
What changed?
Something. That's the weird part. We're going to find out. I mean, someone doesn't just do this unless there's a factor that we're not aware of that eventually we'll find out. But who knows?
What's going on in UCLA? I mean, just lately, the last 5 years have not been some of the best years for that UCLA brand as far as basketball is concerned. It's
gone downhill quick.
Well,
they're still looking for their next. I mean, they're kind of like UNLV in so much that they think they're still a basketball power because they used to be. Just because you used to be doesn't mean you still are, right?
Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect example.
Yes.
Yeah, you used to be Pam.
You used to be Pam.
But not anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Show us the reruns of Baywatch, Pam. Don't show us right now. Yeah, no. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. So, Kobe Bryant says, and I quote, he thinks that Diana Taurasi, Maya Moore, and Della Dawn, I love that girl. You know, she's a beast. She really is a beast. But that they could play in the NBA today with the skill set that they possess.
Okay, you know how many days I played in the NBA? Zero, right?
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you this. Kobe's wrong.
Why?
Kobe's wrong. Those guys are so good. They're on such a different level. Like, the worst person in the NBA is such a great basketball player. It's like AAA baseball players that are riding the pine. You know how good those guys are? I'm sorry. It's just, I think Kobe's wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. I don't see him in the NBA. Good God, these guys are they're playing a different game, man. Yeah. Just come on, can we all just not be politically correct for 5 seconds and quit putting everyone equal? They're not equal. They're not playing in the NBA, man.
Yeah, you know what? And I see where Kobe was going with it because he used his words, well, and he said their skill set. I don't think he was saying from a physical standpoint that they could get in, especially Della Dawn, which she's 6'9", I believe, 6'9", 6'10", something like that. I can't see her banging down low, but maybe he's thinking if she's a pick and pop type of player, and Diana Taurasi.
There's a lot of guys at the Y that could play in the NBA then if you're using that criteria, right? Oh, this guy hits 85% from the arc at the Y. What does he do? What does he do in the NBA? He can't hit a shot. So I'm not buying it, Kobe. Sorry.
And it's the fact that you say that. I used to have a good friend that I went to college with, and he played for the Knicks for that long, folks. I snapped my finger. And like you said, when we played at the community center, when he was in training, man, he was lights out. I remember just checking him like this with my hand literally in his face.
Probably looked like he was playing against 5-year-olds.
Oh, he would crush us.
And he was in the NBA for what, a cup of coffee?
Yeah,
that's how good they are.
No, Fred Cofield shouts out to you, baby boy. So no, you're right on that one, Kobe. I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to instill a little something in his daughter. Because she's playing on his AAU team right now. She looks like she has some game. And he's, kind of doing what I did. When I put my girls through all this stuff, we weren't talking about girls in sports or women in sports.
Right.
And, I'm proud for them to be all-state, all-Americans, all those kind of accolades. But, I still think we're a little ways from, like we have going on with women playing football with boys and 8 to 10.
Let's cut it out. Let's quit making Ghostbusters remakes with the female version and trying to make everyone equal. It's not equal. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be a little different.
It's okay, people.
God,
it's okay.
It's okay.
Hey, so there's a TMZ clip out there, and it's Robert Kraft coming out of one of his billionaire meetings, because we know that billionaires just always have meetings talking about their billions. It's what they do.
This is down in Florida at a strip mall, right?
Ooh,
Oh, wait.
Ow. I thought Quan was actually going to say that one, and you brought it over here. That was
My
it.
bad.
But
Was that out loud?
Hey, you know what? That's why he carries all those envelopes with him, to
That's
put
right.
money in them fast so he can give them to people.
That is
You're not a
correct.
good billionaire if you don't have accessible envelopes.
Yes.
But he said...
Fun coupons.
That's all that's in there. That's all that's in there. That the Patriots have every intention on bringing Thomas Aloysius Brady the 29th.
God.
Yes, they plan on bringing him back. Tom is putting up a great front, though. I got to admit, he's selling homes. He's saying things. He's taking meetings. I mean, Tom is out here just giving this facade of, damn it, I'm going somewhere where they appreciate me. Really, Tom? They don't appreciate you in Boston. Huh. I think he could literally go on a rampage and just pillage a town, and they would go, but did they deserve it?
But it's Tom.
Did they deserve it?
Hey, God is omnipotent, omnipresent.
Yeah.
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 So,
You know.
he's not going to be there, I don't think. The Bears could be pretty formidable with that defense and a few weapons.
And you said 2 years with Tom Brady at 42.
I would give up on Mitch Trubisky right now to get 2 years of Tom Brady. If I'm the Bears. I do it right now. I do it today.
I'm doing a lot of whistling, a lot of things that men of my age do. You know, we make a lot of sounds in hand. We're demonstrative. And,
yeah,
I don't know, man. A 42-year-old quarterback starting anew, you know, it's his T a certain way. You know, he's going to go down, and all of a sudden he's on Michigan Avenue, and he's used to making a left, and now it's making a right. And
he would be fine in Chicago. Think about it. He's used to playing in weather.
I was just thinking that.
Used to playing in cold. It would fit him so perfect. They're not going to do it. They're going to sit there and pose like Mitch Trubisky's the answer, and he's not. So good luck, Chicago. Enjoy your last place finish for the next 7 years.
I can't. But, oh my God, I can't fathom. See, I mean, is he Brett Favre? Is that what we're saying right now, that Tom Brady can, at this point in his career, 42, can go somewhere and be as successful as Brett Favre was when he left Green Bay?
Yes. For a year or two, I think.
What, Favre had 3 years? Was it?
Yeah. He kind of fell off the cliff
Jets.
a little bit with the Jets, but then he had 2 more good years with Minnesota. Yeah, absolutely he can do it. He's got Matt Nagy as a coach. Come on.
Okay.
Come on. But he might end up in L.A. with the Chargers, brand new stadium.
All right.
So I told my kid to send me updates. I didn't buy the fight, and I was out somewhere else. I said, send me updates, round by round. And minutes after the fight starts, I get a text, and he had rewound the fight and sent me the entire video clip. So I didn't get one update. I just got the fight on a video clip.
That was that's pretty funny right there.
But it was Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah, but we also had featherweight UFC fighter Felice Herring, female fighter, who got into a little scruffle duffle here on the strip over a penny. That's right, folks, over a penny. Well, it turns out that there was a woman who was walking through one of the malls, Casino Mall, and there was a penny on the ground. And the woman decided she wanted to bend over and pick up the penny, and she was in front of Herring. And Herring, bumped the woman accidentally, and said, hey, what's going on? She's like, oh, I just had to pick up this penny. And Herring, just said, it's just a penny. Yeah. And the woman was huffed and went and got in her face, and then Herring bumped her with her chest. And then fists started going.
And then it's on.
It's going. For a penny. You get your butt whooped for a penny. That was the best one-cent ass whooping I bet she ever put out there.
So here's an interesting question. Whose fault was that? Who do you place the blame on here? Because I'm all about laying some blame now. Come on.
I don't know. I mean, someone starts. So you know what? This is the day and age when someone puts their chest in front of they start chesting you up. I'm that guy like, nah, I'm not even going with a little guy. So I'm backing away. So I got to imagine this woman was more aggressive. So I'm going to blame the woman.
You're going to blame? I'm blaming the UFC fighter.
Why
does she got to say anything anyway? The lady is just picking up a penny. And all you got to do is say, oops, sorry. No factor. You're done. Sorry. I'm out of here.
None of that.
And no, she wants to say, oh, you're lower than me. I'm better than you because you have to pick up a penny. Let's be really judgy, why don't we? You're not that much better. She wanted to pick up a penny. Let her pick up a penny. It's not a big deal.
What we're going to do, we got our legal representative on here. That's right. We have legal representation, and he's host of the Legal Zone here on the Final Countdown, Mr. Marcus Berg. Mark, what's happening?
Not much. What's going on?
Oh, man, well, we have another co-host sitting in with Jeremy. He's down in Dallas, taking some photos for the business. So we have our guy JC sitting in.
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Good.
So did you hear this scenario about the UFC fighter getting into a scuff over a penny? Who's at fault?
I did. Well, typically in that case, it's going to be whoever throws the first body blow. I guess it was here.
Right.
You have the ability to defend yourself. One thing that does come into play though is when you are a trained fighter.
I knew that was going to come into play.
There's a higher standard that you're held to because you know that your body is a weapon and that you could harm somebody more easily. So this plays into factors with bouncers and professional athletes and things to that degree. But
bouncers,
yeah,
I didn't know bouncers were in that one.
Yeah, you're supposed to be security and you're professional. So in this case though, nobody was harmed, were they?
No, just a couple black eyes.
Yeah,
just a couple. See, but black eyes can turn into lawsuits easily.
Yeah, somebody was harmed there.
Yeah. Well, and
so the UFC fighter hurt her?
No, the woman hurt the UFC fighter, broke her nose.
Oh.
But see, the UFC fighter allegedly starts throwing out, "Why are you picking up a penny? It's only a penny." She's instigating from the very get-go, and she accidental contact. I don't know. From a moral standpoint, the UFC fighter's wrong.
Well,
accidental contact. I like that.
That's it. Her face kept hitting my fist.
Negligent contact.
Well, let's go with something we know is egregious, and he's been egregious for the last year and a half, and that's Antonio I can't get out of trouble's way Brown. Oh, what the hell, man? I don't even know where to begin with this one. Folks, if you don't know, Antonio Brown he was getting some furniture? Is that what the case was?
There was a furniture move, or there was a furniture guy there.
Yeah.
There was something happening at the house. Yeah,
he was supposed to pay $4,000 for the furniture, and he didn't want to pay the $4,000, so he cussed the people out, and the people called the police on him. He got into a little shoving match, and then they came back, and Antonio said he was going to pay him, plus some interest for damage to the truck because he threw a rock at the truck, which is pretty funny. And then he and his trainer beat the guy up. He's going to jail, isn't he?
Well, there's a warrant for his arrest right